loved enough for two. And then something big, something horrible that no one ever talked about, happened at their house, and Hunt was gone. After that, no one mentioned his name, so she grieved the loss of a childhood dream, grew up into a woman on a mission to take care of people, and went on to become a nurse. After a couple of years working in a hospital in Savannah, she came home to Blessings, and she'd been here ever since. Ava had cared for many people in her years of nursing, but it was bittersweet to be caring for Marjorie Knox when she had been the one who cared for Ava as a child. Ava glanced at Emma. She was Emma Lee now, married to a nice man named Gordon Lee. Her gaze slid to Junior and Ray and Bertie. Junior was a high school dropout and divorced. Ray worked for a roofing company and had a girlfriend named Susie. Bridget, who'd been called Bertie all of her life, was the baby, but she was smart and driven to succeed in life where her siblings were not. She was the bookkeeper at Truesdale's feed and seed store, and still waiting for her own Prince Charming. Ava thought the family looked anxious, which was normal, but they also seemed unhappy with each other, which seemed strange. However, she'd seen many different reactions from families when a loved one was passing, and had learned not to judge or assume. And even though it was no business of hers, she knew the Knox family well enough to know something was going on. Her job was to monitor Marjorie's vitals and nothing else. The door to Marjorie's room was open, and the sounds out in the hall drifted in as Ava was adjusting the drip in Marjorie's IV. So when the staccato sound of metal-tipped boots drifted inside, they all looked toward the doorway. The stride was heavy, likely male, steady and measured, like someone who knew where he was going. The sound was growing louder, and they kept watching, curious to see who it was who was passing by at this time of night. Then, all of a sudden, there was a man in the doorway, dressed in biker leather and carrying a helmet. He glanced at them without acknowledgement, then went straight to the bed where Marjorie was lying. Ava's heart began to pound. Hunt Knox had just walked in, and the years since she'd seen him last had been more than kind. His face was leaner, his features sharper. He was taller and more muscular, and his dark hair was longer, hanging over the collar of his leather jacket, but his eyes were still piercing and unbelievably blue. She forgot what she was doing and stared as he approached. It took her a few seconds to realize he didn't recognize her. "Ma'am, I'm Hunt Knox, her oldest son. Is she conscious?" "Not ma'am, Hunt. It's me, Ava Ridley. And to answer your question, she's in and out of consciousness. You can talk to her if you want." Hunt's eyes widened. He was trying to see the young girl he remembered in this pretty woman's soft voice and dark eyes. "Sorry, you grew up some. I wouldn't have recognized you," Hunt said. "Is she in pain?" "Doctor is managing that for her," Ava said. When his 4 siblings finally came out of their shock, Junior stood up. "Where did you come from? How did you know?" he asked. Hunt turned, staring until they ducked their heads and looked away, then shifted focus back to his mother. She had wasted away to nothing but skin and bones. Disease did that to a body. He put his helmet aside and reached for her hand. "Mom, it's me, Hunt. I came home just like you asked." He waited, and just when he thought she was too far gone to hear, he felt her squeeze his fingers. Relief swept through him. He wasn't too late, after all. "I'm sorry it took so long for your message to reach me, but I'm here now." Her eyes opened. He knew she recognized him. Her lips were moving, but she didn't have enough lung capacity to breathe and talk at the same time. Finally, she got out one word. Sorry. And then, love. Everything within him was shattering, but it didn't show. He'd just as soon shoot himself as reveal weakness. "It's okay, Mom. I love you too. I made you a promise and I'll keep it. I'm sorry it took me so long to get here. I was out of the state for a while and didn't get your last letter until I got back. But I'm here now, and I'll take care of everything you wanted." Marjorie's eyes